I need to talk to you about the last project you were working on.
Okay, sure.
The client tells me that you annoyed some of the staff when you were doing your research, putting a lot of pressure on her team members. She said you completely lacked people skills.
Yeah, well, they weren't giving me the information I needed.
Well, you can't do that. They're the client.
Well, why not?
Because you can't.
Well, it's their own fault.
Look, I need you to be more professional with the client staff in the future.
Well, I will be if they're nice to me.
When we are too direct, our team member is likely to get their defences up and not take ownership of the problem. An individual's fight or flight reaction kicks in, and often we therefore don't improve the behaviour that we're seeking to correct. Let's look at how that mistake could have been handled in a better way.
Thanks for taking time to review your last project. I received some positive feedback from the client as to the recommendations that you made.
Thanks.
Well, to make sure that we learn from every project, let's review what went well and what you would do differently in the future. So what do you think some of the reasons the project went well?
I guess the client really appreciated the time I took to develop some solutions to their problems. That was something that was really important.
That's good to hear. If you were to do the project again, is there anything you'd do differently?
Nothing that I could think of.
Well, tell me about some of the responses you got from the client staff members when you were collecting the information.
Oh yeah, some of them were really difficult and I had to be a bit forceful with them to get the data.
Oh, well, what effect do you think that had on their view of our organization?
I never really thought about it. They were meant to give us the information and they were just being so difficult.
Okay, are there other ways you could have interacted with the client's employees that wouldn't have caused them to have been so irritated and still obtain the information?
Yeah, I guess so.
And what difference do you think that would have made?
Well, I can see that not having our client staff frustrated by us is important.
Well, it makes sense. In the past, I really struggled with this too, and I found that when I spend more time with the client's team members, it really pays off in the long run. It's important as we go forward that we make sure that we build relationships with staff members in the client organization. I already know you're great at developing strategies, and when you also spend time building relationships, you'll be an outstanding project leader.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate the feedback. In the future, I'll make sure I'm aware of how I'm interacting with the client staff.